Some might see Squarespace as limiting, but because I took the time to understand how to leverage code and push its boundaries, I learned to make magic from this simple tool. And I believe that has become my edge as a web designer. I'm very methodical, and so I love walking them through how exactly I approach the process. It does not start by just tinkering with Squarespace, by learning the built-in options. It starts with a lot of intention and strategy. So I take them throughout that process. I make sure that that curriculum captures the essence of my process, of my method, and that it's easy to follow.
Having something to take you through the process of being a beginner to getting clients, having that very thorough, very supported process has been a huge win all along the way.
I have learned more probably just from this one course than I have a lifetime of searching through code snippets and following other designers.
It's going to completely transform your business, and not just your business and your projects and the way you run things, because it absolutely will, but it will transform your mindset and the way you approach projects, the way you interact with your clients, and it's going to be one of the best things you can do.
At first, I just wanted to learn code because I knew I had a vision in mind and I need code to implement that vision. But I've discovered that learning code sparked my creativity too. So I thought maybe I could teach other designers to code as well, and maybe they would have a deep understanding of how to use code to their advantage. And that inspired me to create Standout Squarespace. Standout Squarespace is a program for aspiring and established website designers who believe that continuously honing their craft and innovating is the key to setting their work apart. For me, it's really witnessing how my students start from being intimidated or overwhelmed by the technicalities or by code to seeing them being confident and excited by it, really witnessing how they're now loving code, being excited to discover new things. I really love when I see that confidence ripple into how they price their work, how they talk to clients, lead sales calls, and just overall realize what they're capable of.
My confidence has gone up so much in terms of working with clients and knowing that I can deliver what they need. They feel that like my work is worth those high prices, which has just felt amazing. And it's meant that I don't have to book as many clients in to reach my revenue goals each year.
Taking Standout Squarespace definitely made me a lot more confident in my development skills. So taking the course definitely gave me the development skills I needed to make my really creative designs actually happen, and also taught me how to do it the right way.
Seeing their confidence grow is like the most fulfilling part for me because that has been my journey too. It definitely wasn't overnight. I gradually stacked my skills as I took on projects and got excited to expand my skills to other platforms. I also build custom apps. I host custom websites and custom servers, and also build in other platforms like Shopify. But today, Squarespace is still my most preferred platform, and I would say it's the most in demand. Squarespace was the launchpad that started it all. Learning the code is beyond just writing code. It's much more holistic. It is about developing technical mastery. We start by helping you design with intention. That begins with gathering client insights through our discovery workshop and discovery questionnaire alongside our website content prompts and guides. We discuss responsive design in Squarespace, accessibility, designing for discovery and performance. So we have an entire Squarespace-specific SEO checklist for you, as well as guidelines on how to design for AI visibility. Equipped with those design principles, you'll be ready to build the homepage layout on Adobe XD or Figma using our wireframe kit. It has built-in elements such as icons, shapes, and dividers that come built in with Squarespace.
The course is focused on Squarespace and how to build in Squarespace and how to code, but Rach also gives you the tools and shows you how important other elements are, such as branding, copywriting, imagery, mocking up your designs, how to work with clients. So you get a really holistic view of everything that goes into a website project.
Of course, hands down, I think the most valuable part of Square Stylist is the knowledge base, which accumulates and organizes all of Rach's knowledge on coding, client communications, onboarding, setting up a template shop, setting up membership portals, online courses, sales pages. I could go on and on.
Aside from designing with intention, learning the code is also about mastering our tool, which is Squarespace, and its underlying code. We start by making the most out of the built-in features of Squarespace. You'll build this exact Atelier Cologne project that demonstrates how to leverage Squarespace's built-in elements and components in an aesthetic and functional way. So you learn how to build all the pages, including portfolio, blog, shop, and courses.
Rach's approach is all about working with Squarespace and its features and just using some code to enhance them. And it's not putting a whole bunch of code blocks in a website. So it makes me confident when I hand off the website to a client because I know they'll be able to edit the website easily, even if I've added code in.
Even without code, there's just so much to learn about a platform like Squarespace. And I feel like I know the full potential of the platform now and where I need to use maybe code to make it a bit better, but also, when not to use code and make the best of a site.
You'll learn the very basics of how to write CSS in Squarespace. There's no coding experience required. You'll be guided step by step, such that you understand how to scope codes and not break any parts of the website unintentionally, and learn smarter ways to code such that your code becomes scalable and easy to maintain.
When I first started this course, I had not really a clue about what I was doing, and I sure didn't have a clue about code. Now I can write my own code, can truly understand how it works, how it affects the site, how it impacts site performance, etc.
Our second pillar is create the unexpected, and it's about using our mastery of Squarespace and its code to innovate. You'll learn the smart way to add codes to Squarespace such that we make the most out of existing components, and we ensure that the sections and the blocks remain easily editable by clients. You'll realize the value of code beyond aesthetics. For instance, we use code to present our content that's aligned to the brand style, but still accessible to screen readers and search engines. We use code to add this background gradient instead of adding an image. You'll build this exact hologram project as you learn the essential coding techniques. And then you'll be surprised at how just by combining the key essential techniques, you'll be able to achieve more dream layouts in Squarespace. We demonstrate that by building this Squarespace template together. You'll learn the process of how to properly incorporate coded features to Squarespace templates such that you can sell them for a more premium price.
I can write code 10 times more efficiently now. I can write code that's able to be duplicated. So if you're interested in making templates, or you have a client that just needs to quickly make new pages on their site, it really brings a whole definition to custom sites and how fast I can take out work. Now I really design with code in mind, and I think that's a really unique skill set that you really can't get from anywhere.
There's an art to adding these coded features to make sure that the template is scalable, easy to distribute and support. Our smart coding method is really the key to streamlining your creative workflow. So we've taken that principle and built it into tools that you can use right away. The first one is a game-changing resource called the Montage Master Template. Every time you're starting a new Squarespace project, you can easily duplicate this Montage template because it is already packed with sought-after features that you can easily activate without slowing down your site. Montage is also an upgrade suite to any existing project, so if you are redesigning a Squarespace site, you can still apply these Montage components. Another game-changing resource is our Adagio Animations library. If you'd like to introduce more movement, interaction, and what we call scrollytelling into your Squarespace website, then you'll adore this one. We may install the entire catalog in seconds and activate one or many of them in any Squarespace project just by using simple keywords. You can make the most out of these tools and further customize them with the fundamental code knowledge.
Not only did I learn how to code specifically for Squarespace, so now I'm able to take that thinking and that knowledge and apply it to other platforms like Kajabi, Shopify. I just would say that this is the biggest key, is that she breaks it down in such a way that you're actually learning the foundations and the root of how it actually all works together, which then applies more holistically to your entire business and just adds a whole level of confidence that otherwise never would have been possible for me.
We're also aware that we need systems to run our business with ease and sustainability. And so in the Standout program, you'll find yourself guided every step of the way. We have resources that walk you through how to facilitate Squarespace projects from inquiry all the way through launch. While capitalizing your sought-after skills at every stage, you'll be more confident in sales calls and in scoping projects, like knowing when Squarespace is the best platform or when to recommend something else, or even when to integrate some third-party software.
Before this course, I did not really have a system. I was just kind of winging it with clients and, working through email. Now I have a whole process in Notion, a project management system in Notion, and that process also really helps clients clarify their vision. It also helps me figure out whether they're a good fit or not. That's before getting into the project management system. But just all of that is covered, all of the business stuff, really. That's been super helpful for me too.
The program also equips you in managing client expectations, like communicating the value of accessibility, responsiveness, and performance.
I had no idea that Rach includes all of the frameworks and client hubs to be able to duplicate for when you are first starting your business that way. And that took away any of the stress that I was feeling about transitioning to that part of my business, not having frameworks, not having any formal client communication services. The way that I had worked with clients before was to just do a bunch of emailing back and forth, and it felt very stressful to me. It felt like information was all over the place, and it was really hard to get a project done efficiently.
And the best part is that everything you've learned in our Standout program opens up more opportunities for you. The skills you gain here have various applications, whether you choose to run your own studio, work in an agency, sell digital products, or even expand to other platforms. That's why we continue to create supplementary resources to support wherever you're headed. For instance, the Selling Squarespace Templates Masterclass, which you'll have access to in the program, walks you through how to run a template business. And we've had a lot of success stories of students who are now focusing on selling templates.
I take one of my templates and remix it, and it is so much fun and so beneficial for both parties because one, I don't have to design something super custom from scratch every single time, and two, they get a really elevated website experience without paying a premium price tag.
We also have the Figma Design Essentials training. Not only will it help you in exploring ideas for your Squarespace design, this training will also equip you in offering design only as a service, especially in use cases where companies have in-house development team. Obviously, we have a lot of resources, but our students don't need to go through all of them to make the most out of the program. It's a library where you can just pick what you need at the moment. I also understand that a lot of my members would love to independently navigate the program, and so we recently launched the course discovery tool where our members can easily use this AI-powered assistant to describe the feature that they have in mind, and this tool will lead them to the workshop, technique, or lesson that will be of help. They can upload an inspiration or a reference that the client provided, and this AI assistant would tell them which specific workshop or lesson to revisit to implement that layout. Standout Squarespace is a program for aspiring and established website designers who believe that continuously honing their craft and innovating is the key to setting their work apart. It's probably hard to believe that a single program could cater to a wide range of designers from beginners to advanced. But the main driving force behind our program is our shared love for continuously learning and innovating. So, while we have a solid curriculum that will walk you through the very basics, right from starting a Squarespace account, we also have an ever-growing collection of resources that respond to the ever-evolving needs of website designers.
The course is continuously updated because Squarespace is always making changes and evolving, so Rach keeps the course up to date, and she continuously comes out with new code snippets and features that are just really helpful.
With technical mastery as your foundation, you become more confident in running your design business. In pricing your services, you know that the features you can develop are directly achieving business goals for your clients and making a real difference to their business. You've also developed a specialized skill that clients cannot easily find. You're able to develop features that clients see while giving them access to the delightful interface of Squarespace that makes it a breeze to update and manage their own website. If you're on the fence, it's good that you're thinking through it. You might be wondering about the time commitment or whether it's too basic or too advanced. Of course, you can always contact me via our chat and email, and I'm happy to help you assess whether the program is right for you based on your goals. But what I'd like to assure you is that we have a library of resources, and you don't have to go through all of them to make the most out of your investment. You just need to pick what you need based on your goal at the moment, and you have my expert guidance and mentorship to point you to the right resource and help you achieve your business goals and personal goals.
Whenever anybody asks me if they should join Standout Squarespace, my usual answer is don't think twice. Not only is Standout Squarespace the most valuable program you'll take in your career, if you will make up the course investment within your first couple months.
Rach is hands down the best. She is a heaven sent, and I'm so glad to have her in my corner. Just knowing that she's there to help me troubleshoot or to point me in the right direction when I hit some sort of roadblock has been a game changer.
Since enrolling, I have been able to structure my business with a lot more clarity, as the course has definitely empowered me to be able to create services that I can deliver with confidence. And I've been able to also open up my own template shop.
Rach does such a great job of taking you through each lesson. If you ever have a question, you're always welcome to post in like the community channel. And even after the course is done, you're able to post and the community helps you with your work, and it's something like I've never seen before. Everyone is so close-knit and so supportive. It's a really, really cool place to be.
I've also gotten connected with a lot of other designers. I've gotten a couple projects from other designers, from referrals from within the community. It's just all been a really great learning experience. Rach and everyone else in the community is super supportive, and Rach is super responsive. Everyone else there is super responsive and very, very helpful, and I appreciate having that community so much.
It is truly the best investment that I have made in my business. It is the gift that keeps on giving, because not only has Rach recorded and created a wealth of tutorials within the actual course, but you have access to this amazing circle community where there are hundreds of other like-minded designers who are there to support you and uplift you and provide you with feedback. And then you also get access to these amazing workshops that Rach produces for us. And I'm learning something new every single day.
The support we get from Rach in the course is like insane. It is the best I've ever had in all the courses I've done, and I've done quite a few. Rach just feels so genuine, and you actually feel like it's someone that really wants you to succeed with your business. She's always cheering us all on, and you know, she just goes above and beyond for everything.
As a design-first developer, the course's progression continues to expand my understanding of what coding on Squarespace can look like, while also illuminating entirely new ideas, from strategy to brand design, and most notably website development. Regardless of the project type, investment cap, and client style, I'm transformed by what's been achieved through one person's belief to expand the possibilities of digital experiences by creating a standout world and sharing it with us.
I started comparing myself with other designers, and I just felt like my work was not good enough. I also wanted to charge more as a designer, and that was why I invested in it. And I can say that it's definitely worth it because I'm able to use techniques that I learned from the course. So I would 100% recommend it to any designer that is looking to stand out.
This is one of the first investments I made before even starting my business, and it felt like a really, really big investment. But like it has paid off 10 times over. Instantly getting into it, I knew exactly how much I was getting out of it, and it just is like next to none. Compared to other programs I've invested in, this is 1,000% one of the best.
If you love continuously learning and innovating and just excited to discover what you're capable of, the Standout Squarespace program is here waiting for you.